Good afternoon, everybody here in attendance, and to the rest of the Dota 2 community world. We are here in the International 2018 Southeast Asian Regional Qualifiers, and we have here TNC Predator and TNC Tigers for a second face-off for the second slot of this regional finals. This is Sensei. I am your caster and analyst as we here in Ncgc Esports bring to you this matchup for this afternoon. This is a best of 3 match wherein the winner gets to have a second spot alongside Fnatic, who just won in the winner's bracket for the top 16 slots in the TI 2018. So here we have Wind Ranger for TNC Predator, and we're waiting for a Tiger's choice, who will be Chen as well as Death Prophet. Anyway, for those who have just tuned in, please like our page, share, and support our cause here as we bring about a new wave of broadcasting here. We'll be broadcasting in English as we cover the International 2018. And click the like, share, click the share button, and just comment below. Comment what you want to have to see here. And also, we would be glad to take in your suggestions on how we could make this much more fun and enjoyable for you guys at home. And also, shout out for those who are playing in all Ncgc branches all over Mindanao. Welcome and continue watching this. And if you're still in your game, quickly finish that. Just win it, or maybe, yeah, sometimes might lose it. And then hop on over, just link here, share this page. Also, follow the Ncgc Esports page. Just go to our fb.com/ncgc esports page and follow that so that every time we'll be on live here, you would get notified for your daily dose of Dota awesomeness. So here we have Chen and Death Prophet for TNC Tigers, and for the Predator, we have Wind Ranger and Bristleback. So it's TNC franchises facing off each other. TNC Predator, a full Filipino team here. Cuckoo teams Armel, Raven, and Sam H. And for the Tigers, Malaysian team, 1437, In Your Dream, 458, Zephyr, and K for the lineup. During the first round in the winner's bracket, TNC Predator had to bow down to Fnatic, as Fnatic just clinched their 2-0 run for the first spot in the top 16. As for now, TNC Predator was just waiting until whoever won the match a while ago between Tigers and Entity Gaming, wherein the former just won over on a decisive third game with a push up on the mid game for their spot here in this matchup now. So again, it's the Tiger versus the Predator. They're both Predators, but not necessarily Tigers, so I'll just be referring them as the Tigers or the Predators. So that would be it. It would be confusing if I say TNC and TNC. So for you guys out there, just to make it clear, Tigers and Predator would be the same as TNC, but then they are both franchises of TNC Network. And here they are for their first matchup on this best of 3 games, or rather first game of this best of 3 matchup for the second spot in the Southeast Asian Regional Finals. So here we have the third and the fourth pick of Tigers. It's Shadow Shaman and Magnus. And for TNC Predator, we have Witch Doctor, and we're waiting for the fourth. Now, for the block or the banned heroes here, the Tigers have banned Lycan. Yeah, Lycan have been used by Predator much throughout the season. And Mirana, as well as Mirana, Io, Enigma, that one too. Pesky little bugger there. And Lina as well. As for the Predators, they opted to ban Omni Knight, which they have seen the Tigers use quite frequently. And also there's the Clockwork, Warlock, Rubik, and Legion Commander. We'll just wait for the fourth hero, and here it is. It is Storm Spirit. So TNC Predator is waiting for a quick and immediate damage output here. Witch Doctor for the setup, Bristleback for the tank, Storm Spirit, excuse me for that, Storm Spirit for the dive in or the secondary initiation, as well as damage output during clashes, and Wind Ranger just to initiate on the third option, as well as Barrage and for that cleanup power shot that she has. As for the TNC Tigers, they're also opting for an early to mid game finish here, using Chen for the quick push and the utility, and support-wise Death Prophet for the push of towers, and Longevity for the clashes, Shadow Shaman for the damage output, as well as the Shackle as for the hold there, and Magnus for the immediate displacement of the heroes there. But then, yeah, Storm Spirit will not have much of a problem there unless Shadow Shaman does something about it. So right now we have seen the 5th or the 6th man ban for both teams. It is Death Stalker, rather Night Stalker, sorry for that, Night Stalker, and also Phantom Assassin. So we're waiting for the 5th man choices of both teams. Again, those of you have just forgotten where to go for your comments and suggestions as well as your shout outs, please head on over to our Twitch page. It's twitch.tv/NCGC Esports, and for our FB page it's fb.com/NCGC Esports. Make sure to hit like, share for others to see, and smash that follow button so that you will get informed as soon as we go live anytime. So just a plug-in as well.
10 seconds remaining.
You could watch us here, have our time here during Wednesdays at 6 p.m. or whenever, practically 6 p.m. But then just wait for the live announcements. We will be having our face-offs. Those who are NCGC participants would have a face-off between branches, and it would be on Dota, and it will be a more casual, localized version of our coverage here in the International 2018 competition. So now here's the 5th pick. TNC Predator opted for Axe, and Tigers for Troll Warlord. They're gonna use the same recipe this time. So we'll have Suffer for Chen, K as Death Prophet, 1437 as Shadow Shaman, 458 as Magnus, In Your Dream as Troll Warlord. And for the Predators, we have Cuckoo for Wind Ranger, Raven for Bristleback, Teams for Witch Doctor, Armel for Storm Spirit, and Sam H as Axe. So we'll see who is the better TNC squad here. In a few minutes, we'll be starting, or few seconds, we'll be starting our first game of this best of 3 match. Again, this is Sensei, your caster and analyst for this matchup. We welcome you now for the Southeast Asian Regional Finals, and here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we will be in the game now. So during the face-off, there was a matchup between TNC Tigers, or rather, Tigers versus the Predators, and it wasn't good for the Tigers as they were wiped out by Predators, and they proceeded for the throughout this series, while the Predators just waited for whoever wins the latest match. Okay, as for shoutouts right now, hi Aristotle. Yeah, hi Sensei. Yeah, so hi Aristotle. I hope you're enjoying this matchup. I hope you're able to comprehend what I'm saying. I hope I'm speaking English properly right now and clearly. And also shout out to Master Jans from NCGC Taril. And yeah, from HGL.tots. So there you have it. So hello to all NCGC players there, NCGC staff and production team, as well to Ma'am Althea and Sir Aldo and all those who make this possible. Hello and thank you for this opportunity for me to cast this live straight from the heart of Mindanao, Davao City, Philippines. So here we go, 8 seconds before the first rune, and we're seeing not much of an action, not much of a clash, just a taunt, and they'll be getting a couple of runes each. Cuckoo just taunting them, but yeah, not much to that. 1437 just minding her own business, or his own business. So there's a pause by Death Prophet, and yeah, changing hotkeys.
Normally.
So here we see a setup, a 1-1-2-2 setup now with TNC, or the Predators here, or rather here, Witch Doctor just securing this place. as a probable outpost for a gank later. Excuse me, for that later on. So here we have initial first hits here. Also, by the way, before we go into the first blood, comment below or in the comment section, who do you think? Oh, there it goes. There's the first blood. I'm so sorry about that. So, Zephyr just drew first blood by killing Cuckoo down on the bottom lane. And we're gonna see no more time for the predictions there. Anyway, so in the bottom lane, we are seeing much of a party happening here. Cuckoo just continuing to harass him, everyone else. And Witch Doctor just stunned Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman for the kill, but then he dies instead, courtesy of Sam H. And it's a 1-to-1 death kill ratio. And it will still go in favor of net worth for TNC Tigers. So we're seeing a 1-1-3 setup here on the bottom lane, and we'll see much of the action coverage here on the bottom lane as we expect more deaths to come for the amusement of our viewers as well as mine. So no deaths, no fun. So we expect more. So in your dreams, just pushing back the heroes there. There will be a 3-to-2 action going on. Chen just staying there on top, just providing. And there's the shackles, but then Cuckoo runs away from that. There's the paralyzing cask, and in your dreams just casts casts whirling axes, but then they all back down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So there you have it, folks. Chen just providing cover here and just minding his own business, covering for whoever would be going there and providing a probable area for an attack or a gank there. So ambush is non-existent as of now. Both teams just being cautious, and the predators being close by each other. Sam H just providing cover for Tims and Cuckoo there after that unfortunate first blood. And the way I see it here, it's a clean matchup between these two franchises of TNC, and the game might go any way right now. The problem now with TNC Tigers is that they're quite tired from the first three games, and Witch Doctor just goes down, courtesy of Zephyr coming up from behind. He was hit from behind, and there's the shackles, but then Axe will be providing cover. Axe gets the brunt. He gets the damage, and then there's also Witch Doctor for the heal and support. Troll Warlord backs down a bit. Chen goes with his army of creeps. The Creep Master just waiting in the flanks and providing cover for Troll Warlord later on. There's the power shot, did not hit much, and they'll be continuing to be hitting back and forth down the bottom lane. 3-to-2 push off, and the 3 gets back down behind the tower. The creeps, courtesy of Chen, is doing their own share of damage as well as fair share of gold for the other team. As I was saying a while ago, the problem here is that TNC Predator might be pressured on having to win this the second time around, since they were able to match up in the first round. And also for TNC Tigers, the problem of game fatigue might be setting down upon them. If not, it's already happening, as this is their 4th game straight since 4 hours ago or 3 hours ago. Also, their tactics have been practically reviewed properly there. There's the battle hunger called on Shadow Shaman, and there's the shackle shot. Troll Warlord is caught, and there's the shackle countered by Shadow Shaman. Troll Warlord whirling and just pushing back off everyone else. So this 3-to-3 man face off here at the bottom lane is just proving to be quite troublesome.
I'll take that.
So the first runes are out, and
Dire's middle
there you have it.
under attack.
Tims gets the first and the second as well. Armel gets the third one. and it's Predators Gaming now for the Rune Wars here. We are seeing very, very cautious TNC teams here. No one's wanting to clash right away. Storm Spirit is being pushed back a bit by Death Prophet. And we might be seeing a kill right now to Troll Warlord. And there's the Battle Hunger helping out with Tims delivering the final blow. Down goes In Your Dream, goes back to his dreams, and allowing TNC Predator to push on the bottom lane for a 2-on-2 death ratio. Shen being discovered here. Wind Ranger just baiting him. Shen does not expect this bait to happen. And there's the Witch Doctor. There's the Shackle Shot. There's the hit. And there's the Battle Hunger. Shen is in dire straits right now. Shen is about to go down. And he goes down. Zephyr does meet the ground. Another one bites the dust in the name of Zephyr. There's the pun there. I think there's... I forgot what title that was. Fly away on my Zephyr. Anyway, for those of you who have just tuned in, comment down in the comment section who do you think might win. And Death Prophet is about to die there. Almost missed that one. Storm Spirit, Armel just electrifying that middle lane and pulling down Death Prophet in the process. So there's the Shackle. Wind Ranger is caught. There's the Axis World out. But then the Shackle Shot has been called out. And there's 1437 for the final hit. Killing down Cuckoo. Again, Cuckoo is down for the count for the second time, if I'm not mistaken. And let's see. Yes. And it's in TNC Predator now is still trying to adjust with the pace and the momentum of the Tigers. Tigers have been showing so much potential here from the first two matches or the last two matches that they had, wherein they won against the Entity Gaming team. And they're still having that momentum, and seems like they still haven't gone into that time wherein battle fatigue or gaming fatigue has set in with consecutive matches. So Death Prophet here for the help for the flank, and Axe here all by himself. Exorcism has been called out quite early in the game for that early push, and they're going to have to be contented with a tower kill on the first tier on the bottom lane. Wind Ranger and Axe falling back into the second tier, and that will be it for this specific clash, and it will be in favor of the TNC Tigers. Exorcism is still out, and they will just be roaming around hoping to catch anyone off guard there, and seems not to be, yeah, it won't be anything much of a advantage there. So Death Prophet will be going back to the middle and just be creeping out for rather creep hitting. So here we go. Axe here is just waiting around the corner, but then Shadow Shaman and Troll Warlord are quick to notice that, while Wind Ranger releases a power shot but does not even hit. So right now they're contented with Tims, and Armel will be contented with just farming up there. Zephyr is on the loose, and it's about to go into the fray, setting up for rather either Cuckoo or Samh, but Samh would be backing off easily, and it will not be any much of a kill. So Chen will just have to be contented with convincing his army of creeps to creep out the enemy. As for net worth, as what we can see, the top of the food chain is those who would not be involved much in other than just creep killing. So there's Magnus there for the top spot, and we have Storm Spirit for the second spot, practically just outvaluing Death Prophet, since Death Prophet was able to roam around. So there we have it.
Damage.
There's a smoke coming in from Chen, and we'll be expecting a kill. They outflanked each other again, and funny thing is they both smoke up and they do that as well. Death Prophet has been caught by Storm Spirit for the kill. Easy kill by Tims, and Tims will be advancing. There is another kill there for Axe, courtesy of Troll In Your Dream. And Armel goes in for the kill on 1437. Now, by then, it seems like Predator is having more of the kills here in this matchup. And however, there's this net worth in favor of TNC, but then it's still too early for to determine who would be it. And we'll see much more as we go into the late early game phase. So here we go. The three-man Predator team is pushing down the bottom lane, countering that push, and they caught Magnus here. K runs for it. He gets hit, but then the tower provides cover. He's been shackled by Shadow Shaman, but Shaman is going to die definitely with this three-man gang up, and he goes down courtesy of Armel. Also, Tims goes down courtesy, thanks for the Maledict of Shadow Shaman. And they'll be pushing down the tower there. Death Prophet popping up the Exorcism there for the defense, and Predator will be pushing with the tower unless somebody else would be defending that. But seems like it that there wouldn't be any opposition here. Death Prophet is going in for the reinforcement 458, hoping to deny the tower of the Predators, but no. The creeps got there first, and yeah, that's gold for the other team. That's gold for Predator. So there you go. It's an 8-to-5 death ratio, kill ratio in favor of TNC Predator. And they're now in the lead for net worth just by a margin of 1,000 gold. As anything could still happen here. One good clash can change and make the difference for this first game of this best of 3 matchup. So there's the smoke there. Zephyr gets discovered. Armel for the kill, dives in and finishes off Zephyr, and as well as his army of creeps. He doesn't want those creeps creeping him out, so yeah, he becomes a creep himself and he backs off. He becomes a giant's chicken. This isn't PUBG, so yeah, chicken dinner will not be it. And here comes Chen for the teleport. There you go. Wind Ranger here. Cuckoo just pushing, just being a pesky predator for the Tigers. So Wind Ranger just providing a push here while everyone is busy just having tea up on the top lane, and Wind Ranger just backs off. He's done with it, and it's a good damage dealt for the tower there. Good push, if I may say so. And Wind Ranger will be escaping. The Magnus will be after his hide, but then yeah, she is able to run out into safety. So Magnus is just going to defend the tower at the bottom, and we'll be seeing much more action in a few minutes. We can see movement there from Witch Doctor, and Storm Spirit will be waiting for that ball lightning, dive in, and there is a ball lightning there. Shen has been caught again. Surprise, and you're gonna die. And it's a 3-2. Exorcism is out. All the army of souls there, and she is siphoning out Bristleback's life out. Witch Doctor is trying to escape, but he dies as well in the hands of Death Prophet, as well as Raven. Those didn't stand a chance against Death Prophet, prophesizing their death. And it's now 7-10, but still the net worth is still in favor of the Predators.
Haste.
It's anyone's ball game this time. However, the heroes here would be much more in favor of the Predator for the late game. But then here, Magnus is being stumped out of the map by Wind Ranger, and yeah, Cuckoo gets a kill. They're not about to let this one up. They're not about to let their guard down, and they're just going to have to be more vigilant, more careful, protect the damage dealers here while Axe gets his items for a gank, and Bristleback would just have to be solid enough for a good clash in the late game or middle game. However, TNC Pro is showing again so much potential here, being the aggressors here and just having easy kills, nitpicking of heroes there, just hunting down the heroes. We saw Cuckoo fall down twice a while ago unnecessarily down the bottom lane, and if that continues, it will be problem for Predator team. So again, the recipe for disaster, that's my portion there. The recipe for disaster for the Predator team would be on the early to mid game domination by the Tigers. And vice versa, it will be the late game for the pros, for the Tigers as well. Okay, huge shout out to Sonny Bastasa and Jerome Lantaka. How are you doing? Hope you're enjoying this stay. And continue to watch us and like and share and follow the page again. Spread out the good word that we are casting here over at Ncgc. Make Ncgc your prime community for Dota 2 casting. So yeah, I'm plugging Ncgc. Hashtag Ncgc Esports. So anyway, here we have it. Death Prophet in the lead, just pushing forward. And Tigers going in for Roshan. Exorcism is out. She is exorcising the soul of Roshan. And Roshan does not stand a chance. There's a stun, there's a hit, there's a lot of souls ripping out his soul. And there will be going to get, the Aegis. So In Your Dream gets the Aegis. He's been getting the Aegis ever since the start of this series. He is the designated Aegis holder. And again, Cuckoo is at it again, just being the pesky predator that he is. Just pushing, not really engaging in the early and mid game, just to distract the flow of hunt and the attack of the Tigers. Tigers flashing their teeth, while the Predator just flashing their pushes. And it's working both ways anyway. No one is being left behind. This game is not one-sided this time around. And this is a good matchup. And we're expecting a much more engaging, much more immersive experience for these two teams as two franchises of TNC face off for the second spot in the TI 2018 top 16 slots. So there's a signal there. 1437 just cleaning out the backyard of unwanted cameras. So there you go. He has been able to secure the place. Troll Warlord here is in trouble, but then Cuckoo is in trouble as In Your Dream unleashes the Axis, but then is able to run out with a wind run and a power shot. Here in the middle, there's a dive in, ball lighting for the Death Prophet. You don't have anything in me right now, and you're gonna sleep. So there is Sam H brandishing his own brand of justice. See my axe, it's sharp. It's going to cut through you, and it's going to cut through you real good.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire are scanning.
TNC Predator just continues to nitpick a little by little the heroes here for TNC Tigers, and they're up now by 2,000.
Radiant's top tower is
Storm Spirit just continuing to rack up them values there and the worth there, itemizing. He's getting that Kaya. He already has one, and it will be much of a help there during clashes as he dives in for the second setup and dish out all the damages with all those in the clash. So right now, both teams are just farming out and just gaining gold, but not without a plan here for TNC Tigers. Just backing down a bit, maybe doing a detour and provide maybe a gank afterwards. And there's a smoke and a probable gank that's gonna happen in a few moments here. Both are going up the river by the top lane, and they're wanting to catch someone off guard. And we'll see if it's either Witch Doctor or Storm Spirit. But then she has been discovered. There's the Yules and the Silence. Exorcism is out, and Witch Doctor will go down quite easily there. Tims did not stand a chance with all those souls just grabbing and clawing their way into him. So a quick kill, a nitpick kill by Tigers. Commended for that. They just had to push and be more aggressive. While here Bristleback, or rather it's Raven's turn to push back. And there you have it. Raven just farming down the bottom lane and pushing, creating space for them. And there's the Tigers there. Tigers just farming up the top lane, a top area here. And we're expecting a gank here. Predators just smoked out of the map, or rather the radar of the Tigers, and the Tigers are unaware of what's gonna happen to them. They have an idea, but then they're just waiting as they push down. There's Bristleback for the bait, but then here comes, okay, here comes Sam H for the initial setup. Will he be jumping in, or who would be first to jump in? It might be Storm Spirit or X, but then all of the Tigers just back out, goes back into their own tree lines, and it will be a no-go for them. Almost a tower kill for them. A good push by the Bristleback a while ago. Raven was able to push good there at the bottom and create a space there as the Predators provide a push now to the middle, as well as Bristleback repeating the same recipe. However, TNC Tigers are quick to reply with their defense, and Death Prophet is just waiting for the cooldown of the Exorcism before they gang up on some unfortunate soul again. So the push down the middle, down the first tier tower is going on right now, and there's the dive in, ball lighting out, and then Shen just didn't know what to do. Storm Spirit was all around, all over him, and he flops down like a wet blanket. The captain of the creeps just went down just like that by courtesy of Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit was just dancing here and there, just ball lighting here and there, and just damaging him. Yeah, he didn't know what to do. He was just clicking anywhere. And here's Bristleback now for the push and for the tower kill, just providing cover for the others. But then there's a glyph and a support there for the Predators there. It's a one nitpick hero kill for them in the form of Chen, and they regain that 5 kill advantage. So the action camera is now focused on the middle. We're seeing about just a taunting of the Bristleback. Raven just taunting everyone to just jump in, but then Sam H is on the flanks hoping to jump in on Zephyr while Bristleback just kills the tower. And here Witch Doctor will be providing another setup, as well as Sam H just waiting for a jump in. But then the full force of the Tigers are in the middle and ready to mingle. And that's just another round brought to you by Sensei and Ncgc Esports. Anyway, Zephyr is now going to the shrine, and fortunately for him, Axe has just backed off into their own tree lines. So again, shout out, comments, suggestions. You may head on to our Twitch TV channel. It's twitch.tv/NCGC Esports, and our FB page at fb.com. That's /NCGC Esports. Comment in the comment section how you would want it to be delivered, how you would want us to make your experience here in NCGC live casting more enjoyable, and also predict whatever is there. Also, a shout out to Charles Mavin Abelio. Yeah, pa-shout out po, and Andre Oblad. So hi, hope you enjoy and hope you stay until the end of this series here, the matchup between TNC Predator and TNC Tigers. So who's your favorite team? Predators or Tigers? Comment in the comment section. Also, here we see the net worth here, Bristleback and Storm Spirit just racking them up for them. And top 2 of 3 spots. And there's a dive in, but then yeah, he fell short with the mana. And now Troll Warlord catches Storm Spirit, an uncalculated move, shackled by Shadow Shaman, as well as Cuckoo goes down. That was a fail attempt in diving in. Storm Spirit forgot that he had no more mana, just fell short, about a hit away from who he was supposed to dive into, and instead just got ganked by Troll Warlord, Death Prophet, and Shen. So it is a wham, slam, bamboozled moment for TNC Predator. It's a fail one. It's a fail. So it's a 10-13, 3 kill advantage for TNC Predator. It was an unnecessary one. Okay, hi Mark Kenneth Daham, go Sir Ramos. Okay, so I just stated my name. So for those of you here, yeah, I'm Yeah, my family name is Ramos, so that's it. Cat's out of the bag. But you could call me Sensei, or yeah, just don't call me Sensei in public. That would be too weird. Yeah, yes, Japanese stuff. Anyway, yeah, and my Sensei is spelled not like the Japanese one. It's Xensei. Anyway, so Predator now is focused. Okay, a lot of shoutouts happening here while still in downtime. Also, hi to Diego Escalderon Tejada. Pa-shoutout naman Lodi. And also Soy Soy Po. Hello po. The po is Soy Soy Po. That is it? Or is it Soy Soy Hello po? I'm not really sure. Anyway, so here we go. The Tigers are converging down in the middle near there and the outpost, and they see that observer ward and or sentry ward. They just kill it. So 1 kill for the wards in favor of the Tigers. Okay, that's interesting. Set up here for Tim's having the invisibility rune, and everyone else here for the Tigers just by the river and into the middle lane, just pushing back on the top and the middle lane, while the Predators are spread out into the open and providing space on all three fronts. Also, hi to Juvan Ray Maniha. Hello to you, sir, and we hope you enjoy this casting. Anyway, so back in business. Predator is being marred right now with an onslaught as well as a potential Aegis here. Okay, Roshan is again victimized by a gang up, and there's a Hex coming to Bristleback. Bristleback tries to intercept, but then it does not happen. And there's a Shackle for Witch Doctor. There's a dive in by Stormspeed. Shadow Sham is about to go down, but then In Your Dreams is killing everyone here. A double kill for Troll Warlord, about to triple kill. And he will be chasing down even Storm Spirit, just barely going out there. It's a 3-0 exchange with a buyback of Axe. Troll Warlord just flashing his teeth as what a tiger would do, just going roar. Did I just say roar? Sorry. Anyway, there you go. Wait, I'm still catching up to that. Anyway, shout out to Francis Suban Regalado. And hi, hello. Yeah, share this, like, share it to your friends. Tag everyone that you know who plays Dota here so that they would know we're casting here in Ncgc Esports. We'll be covering the TI games until the end. So just like that bottom, share, and also click that follow. And yeah, also to Carl Arboleda, yeah, make sure you follow our FB page so that you get notified as soon as we are live, or rather online, as we cover the games here in the TI 2018. So again, here, I'm still recovering from that roar a while ago. Anyway, so again, TNC Predator is being marred with unnecessary deaths. Those wrongly calculated moves there, especially down in the bottom lane, wherein Cuckoo as well as Storm Spirit just had its share of deaths there, being able to lose mana and just not being able to reach on time and just dying in the process. So again, added shoutouts to Frederick Almoncido, Alker Motildo Umalza, and ako di ay si Billy. Yeah, and all those, to Mark, Jan, and friends from Ncgc Panabo. And yeah, of course, shout out as well to the other Ncgcs here. And again, like, share, and follow Ncgc Esports FB page so that you will get the latest coverage in English here in Ncgc Esports. So here we have the Tigers just pushing on to their tower push, and it's practically Predator having a hard time defending right now. Tigers just having their momentum here, and they're still having a setback on how to deal with this onslaught. Practically, TNC Tigers are not yet out for the count with the game fatigue, and they're still fresh and they're still having so much energy here, continuing onto their 4th consecutive game, 3 of which was a while ago matchup between Entity Gaming wherein they won against the former, hence they are matched up with the Predator right now. Predator fresh from rest, fresh from observing the gameplay of Tigers, unfortunately does not still have any direct solution on how to counter the recipe of success that the Tigers are brewing up for themselves. Again, the winner of this best of 3 will advance as a 2nd slot holder for the top 16 TI 2018 finals. And here we have the Tigers just pushing on to the shrine in the right side of the Predator side, and they're just flanking here, waiting for someone to just take the bait on Troll Warlord. Nobody wants to take the bait. They'll just be contented. Predators will be contented with the high ground defense, while again Cuckoo, being again the pesky Predator himself, and Armel will just be pushing on for a trade-off of a tier 2 tower. As for the Tigers, they're on their way up the pushing of the 3rd tier, and there's the dive in. The Exorcism is out. There's a power shot, but then it's too much for them. Armel goes down. Also, Sam H. Raven. They all go down. A 3-man kill, and they are in dire straits. Buyback from Bristleback, frantically, desperately trying hard to defend their base right now. Still stunned from the shock from the onslaught, a quick onslaught by TNC Tigers, and they're going for their 2nd tier 2 tower, tier 3 tower, wreaking havoc. And there you go, Bristleback is just frantically trying to save the base, but then there's nothing there for them to save anyway. Whew.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Somebody is just shouting disband, but no, we are supporting our Filipino team. But hey, yeah, if they lose this match, well, it's fate. But they, Pinoy pride. Anyway, my support goes to TNC. So yeah, that's putting it safely. Go TNC. Anyway, so yeah, TNC Tigers just biting the head off this TNC Predators team, and they are struggling right now on how to get back on track with a 3-man death and a push on the 3rd tier tower on the bottom lane, as well as a tier 3 tower and barracks on the middle lane. TNC Tigers just really amping up, being a tiger and all that. Predators now being the prey of the Tigers, and they're struggling to survive, and they're out for a desperate smoke here, and let's see if they get somebody and they catch somebody off guard.
Dire are scanning.
Whew. That was just awful a while ago there in the bottom lane for TNC Predator. It was an early dive by Armel. Such an early dive while the Exorcism was still out. They should have just opted for a quick... they allowed the 3rd tier tower and barracks to just be destroyed before they jumped in. Everyone from the Tigers was still fresh with their ultimate, and Armel just diving in quite early, got the brunt of the damages, as well as the spams of the Troll Warlord, as well as Death Prophet. And now Death Prophet will continue to push on with a tier 2 tower.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Is this it, folks? Is the game gonna end anytime soon, or will there be a comeback? Comment below, comment in the comment section. Will it be Pinoy Pride or Malaysian Pride? Yeah, most probably most of you will just support Pinoy Pride. But then for those of you Malaysians out there who are online and checking out this Ncgc stream, shout out your Malaysian Pride and just support your team. They are about to win in this matchup, unless the Pinoy team has something up their sleeve for a miracle. Or in other words, we need a miracle. So there you go. For the final push, Okay, Shadow Shaman there, just providing cover and support for the VIP right now. The VIP here is, there you go, 458, doing an excellent job in decimating the opponent. Ever since I was covering TNC Tigers, Death Prophet had been really utilized well by them, and in the hands of 458, it really is a pain. She is just providing, or he rather, Death Prophet he is providing cover during pushes down and up the third tier barracks and towers. So the final countdown is upon us. The final countdown is upon TNC Predator. Will they survive or will they give in to the onslaught of the Tigers, courtesy of these Malaysian heroes here? And they're doing an excellent job showing their prowess, their worth, their mettle in this matchup between TNC Tigers and TNC Predator.
Be quicker about it.
Dire's top tower.
Shout out to Frederick Almoncido. Hello, gali sa Ncgc Marble Senpai. Ay, gali. I really don't know how to speak Ilagay no, so yeah. Anyway, hello there. There's the Hex and there's the Shackle, but then there's the early dive in about to go down, but then he goes back out. Good call and quick hands there. And everyone's backing down on their own side of the river, but then there's a Hex, there's a Shackle and Bristleback. There's a hit by Death Prophet. Death Prophet just being caught by Wind Ranger. There's the Wind Run and BKB activated, as well as the Shiva's Guard, and everyone backs down ever more cautious. Nobody wants to die unnecessarily, but then here's Magnus for a probable gank, but decides not to. Roshan is alive, and it's about time to go for another kill of Roshan. This portion is brought to you by Roshan's Aegis, wherein Roshan is not really wanted here and you just want the Aegis. So there you have it. There's an early disruption by Bristleback, but then the Aegis has been gotten by In Your Dream. Troll Warlord just providing cover, and now everyone's backing out. Power Shot just to annoy the enemy, but then it doesn't really serve any purpose at all. So Super Creeps are now online for the bottom and mid lane in favor of the Tigers, and it's an added challenge for the Predators if they could get out of this rut. And now for the final push. Okay, Exorcism is online, Reverse Polarity is online, but Mass Serpent is not. But then who needs it anyway during clashes? There's the Exorcism, and it could have been better if both would be online, but then they will just have to be contented with Exorcism, hoping that Armel would be diving in quite early without any backup. Another error like that, and it's a GG for Predator. Let's hope that they don't fall into that mistake once again. So practically, it's a miscalculation of clashes that has been haunting Predators right now. And there's a smoke, and they'll be deterring down up the middle lane. There's a Shackle. Wind Ranger caught. Dive in by Armel, but dive out. And 458 is on a mega kill streak and just killed Wind Ranger. Is this it? It's one man down, and there's a no buyback for Wind Ranger. So they destroy the middle lane, the middle shrine, and let's see how this game would go. It's a 39-minute mark, and will they be able to survive until 40 minutes? Comment below, and let's see what your predictions, if they have gotten or gotten true or not. So here's the final push. Death Prophet in the house, Exorcism in the house, waiting Mass Serpent Ward, and there's a Hex by Bristleback. Bristleback is going to get it, but then there's a counter defense. Axe just getting all the damage. Glyph has been called out. Axe goes down. Mass Serpent just damaging everyone. Sam H is down. Tims is down. It's a buyback for both deaths, and they'll be pushing on for the barracks here, frantically, desperately trying to survive this, preventing a mega creep wherein they might just be calling it quits later on. And there's a Shiva's Guard. Exorcism is now offline. There's a dive in by Storm Spirit, dive out, but then he gets caught, and he will be surviving that and going back out, but not without the super creeps in session. There's the use on Storm Spirit without any mana. Will he be able to teleport out? No, but then he's going to live to see another day. It's now Mega Creeps, ladies and gentlemen. TNC Tigers have just officially given a hard time, Predator a hard time, and there's a kill now to Sam H, courtesy of In Your Dream, and another kill now. Troll Warlord just hacking and slashing away at Armel. Also with Witch Doctor, buy back and dive out, but then here's the thing, Witch Doctor is going out now, and not without 1437 dying with but then reviving and still being harassed by a 4-man team here. Axe is still down, and Troll Warlord is just the sacrificial lamb here, while the creeps here are just doing their thing. The second liners, the bench warmers here, pumped up and ready to go and pushing down the aisles here, and it's really bad for TNC Predator this time around. It's 21 to 17 on the 41-minute mark, and TNC Tigers has just dominated all throughout the game, starting especially during the mid game. They just had it, and 1437 just showing good play here, time and time again. Every push down up the tier 3 towers and barracks, and it's really not going well for TNC Predators. It's almost a done deal, but who knows? We'll be seeing a lot of actions still as they refuse to call it GG. And right now, Wind Ranger Cuckoo is just gung-hoing everything, just being able to kill Zephyr and bailing out, while the others are busy cleaning out their garden of creeps. Again, folks, this is not yet the end, as we have seen time and time again, even during the previous matches. Okay, so we just saw that. He's been wiped off, erased with a Mass Serpent Ward. Kudos to 1437 there. Storm Spirit just getting caught there, trying to retrieve the Gem of True Sight, but then he gets hexed and he goes down. Courtesy of, again, 1437. Here, Death Prophet just releasing the Exorcism, BKB, and the Shiva's card, and just giving Bristleback a hard time. It's almost a done deal. There goes a GG, and it's a GG finally. It's a 3-man down for the Predator, and I don't think they would want to prolong this much longer. And there goes your GG in favor of TNC Tigers. Tigers just roaring loud and clear. Roar! This is our game. This is the first game, and we will take the first win. So there you have it, folks. Whew, I'm about to get... yeah, my voice is quite hoarse right now. Anyway, so there you go. TNC Tigers winning the first game. Who is your MVP? Comment below. Comment in the comment section. As for me, the match MVP, I voted... yeah, they voted In Your Dream. Most probably, it would still be in another way. But here's what happened. TNC versus TNC. A much more veteran TNC Pro Gaming, Predator Gaming, is matched up with a fresh from battle TNC Tigers. TNC Tigers just continuing with that recipe of dominating the early games, just shutting down about 2 or 3 of the heroes of the opposing team, not letting them beef up with items, and it's working in their favor, just pushing. The recipe is clear. 1 pushes, the other 3 ganks, and the 5th one is just a safety for the middle game, just in case things goes awry. So it's been happening. Game 2 and Game 3 between TNC Tigers and Entity Gaming just becoming successful, and now they have applied the same recipe to TNC Pro, and it still hasn't faded yet. I was hoping that TNC Pro would have observed that during the early match by TNC Tigers, but then most probably they have planned it out, but the real-time application might not have been realized yet, and TNC Predator has been caught off guard, and they were actually surprised with the recipe being handed down on a silver platter right up their faces. And right now, most probably TNC fans all around that have just bet on the TNC Pro might be scratching their heads. What's happening right now? Again, the first time that these 2 teams have matched up, it was in favor of the TNC Predator team. But right now, TNC Tigers are redeeming themselves, just handing their butts, am I allowed to say that, back at them in their own turf, in their own time, in their own style, and Tigers are just roaring up in their own game. So there you have it for the analysis, and now it's time for a shout out. So shout out to Acosta Dax Joseph. So yeah, hello to all from Jensen, and in Net Central in Jensen, of course, also for Arl Zianx Piagola Montemayor. That's a long name. So yeah, talo na yan, pero babawi yan sila sa game 2 and 3. That's the spirit I was looking for. Yeah, Pinoy pride. Woo! Anyway, yeah, I'm Pinoy, but yeah, I'm rooting for TNC. TNC, yeah, I'll just put it that way. TNC. So anyway, TNC Tigers wins first match, and we'll be back for game 2. This has been your caster and analyst, Sensei, saying, oh wait, before I forget, let me plug in our Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/NCGC Esports, as well as our FB page, fb.com/NCGC Esports. And I think that's it. So again, I am Sensei, your caster and analyst, and we'll be back in a few minutes as we go to game 2 between TNC Tigers and TNC Predator for the Southeast Asian qualifiers, or regional finals rather, here in the 2018 Dota 2 competition. See you soon.